Hi everyone, and for week 23 of my no-buy year, I'm going to go through all the things that I decluttered after my work in my closet, my big wardrobe declutter, and go through why I'm decluttering them and what I learned from this purchasing mistake. So let's just get right into it. I'm going to start with the things that were directly decluttered from the work of the last few weeks. And then I am going to go into some bonus things that I'm going to declutter from the first half of the year since I started my no-buy project. You'll have seen some of these things in my try-on, and the first thing is shoes. So I'm decluttering these 3 pairs of shoes. So these heels, I got them off Mercari. I think they were under $20. I just fell into the aesthetic trap of Matilda Djerf and her brand Djerf Avenue. A lot of times the models are wearing shoes like these. They kind of remind me of the 90s or Y2K style. They're really cute, but I just never wear this type of shoe. It's super impractical for me, and I'm not willing to risk back problems or foot problems to try to wear these more. These ones are also slightly too big, and it's kind of hard to know that going in because if you're buying secondhand online, you can't try them on, but they're just too big. I'm not going to wear them. I think they're probably better for somebody who is looking to get pictures rather than wear them out, but I will try to relist these and sell them for a cheap price and see if somebody wants to get some use out of them. That's the first thing. The second thing is this red pair of heels. Again, it's just too high of a shoe for me to wear on a everyday or even remotely frequent basis. They're also not super comfortable. I got them at a thrift store for $5. These ones I did get in person, so they do fit, but I just have never worn them out, and I'm never going to wear them out. Last pair is these Kate Spade citrus slides. This one kind of hurts a little bit because I remember wanting these so much when I first bought them, and they were kind of expensive. They were over $100. I can't remember exactly how much, but I only wore them a few times because the basket weave just doesn't go with a lot of my wardrobe. So while the heel is so cool, that citrus lemon wedge, I love like a unique heel shoe. This one just doesn't belong in my wardrobe. I have some dresses. First one is that knit dress. It's kind of sheer by the brand Nap. I have to confess, I bought this because I saw the YouTuber Patricia, I think her name is, on a small wardrobe wearing this, and I just wanted to look like her in that moment, or wanted to have the kind of style that she had, and I just bought this. Sorry, I'm taking the hairs that is picked up off. It's a beautiful piece, but it just doesn't really fit in with my style, and I've never worn it. It still has the tags. I bought this off of Poshmark, new with tags, and it's gonna go back up on probably Mercari, new with tags. The next thing is this blue and white dress. It is the brand Cloth and Stone. I bought this off of Mercari. I really liked the aesthetic of the blue and white stripes, and one of my kids has a blue and white striped dress too, so it was kind of a matching moment for a little while. But I have since acquired the Djerf Avenue blue and white striped tube top, shorts, pants, and actually this blue button down, blue and white striped. So I discovered that I would rather be wearing those than this dress. It's a little bit short, a little bit uncomfortable with the off-the-shoulder neckline. This is not one of my favorite necklines, especially since this one can't be moved up. It's just straight across. So I will not be purchasing anything off the shoulder like this ever again. That's what I've learned. And it's also just a little bit too short. I have to wear shorts underneath it, and then what's the point of having a dress if you have shorts on? So it's just not for me. And that old navy dress that I was debating about in my try-on. So if I can't rehome this one, I'll probably keep it and wear it occasionally, but it's just not the most comfortable for me. The elastic waist material is a little bit, I don't want to say itchy because it's not really itchy, but like I just don't like that constriction around the waist. And then the tie front area is probably a little too big on me, but it's a perfectly fine dress. I like the neckline. It's in their tall range, so it's not too short for me as a tall person, but I just don't need it. I'm not gonna wear it over the other dresses that I have. All right, I have an extremely old sports bra that's just aged out of its wearability. So if I can find like a textile disposal system, that's probably what's gonna happen to that. Likewise, I have some textiles from kids' old pajamas that have gotten stained beyond repair. That wasn't from my wardrobe declutter, but it's in my decluttering bin anyway. Next, I have this gray cardigan. It's 100% cashmere, and I got it off Mercari. You'll see a pattern here. I thrift a lot online. And it's a beautiful piece. It's very nice quality, soft material. There's nothing wrong with it, and I actually like how it looks on me. But I think if I had my druthers, if I was dressing optimally, I wouldn't wear this light gray. I would have a darker gray for a higher contrast to match my higher levels of contrast, because I feel a little bit washed out in this. And I guess a tight cardigan is not my go-to. So I have other tighter long sleeve shirts that I will wear, but I don't gravitate towards a tight cardigan. I wear my oversized loose ones rather than this tight one. And somebody could get a lot more wear out of it than me. I have this black merino. It's kind of like a workout top. It's an icebreaker. I just have other things that fulfill this purpose. I got some Under Armour secondhand, you know, the cold gears. So I just don't pick this anymore. So it could go to somebody that would actually wear the merino version. You might have seen this in my concert black. This is one of the fast fashion pieces that remains in my closet. It's from the brand Shein, but I think it actually looks fine because it's all black. I just don't wear this at all. It's a little bit too short for me, I think. And I mean, it's 100% polyester, and I guess I have other options now, but there's nothing wrong with it. And if I can pass it on to somebody, maybe somebody I know wouldn't mind this style of black top, somebody shorter than me maybe, or if I can pass it on online, that's an option as well. Continuing with the black pieces, I believe this is the Juliet dress from Reformation with the tie straps and the high slit. You're not gonna be able to see it because it's all black fabric, but it's a very, very nice dress. And obviously the brand Reformation is a very high quality brand. I just have never worn this out, and I just don't think I'm ever going to wear it out. And it deserves to go to somebody who will actually have a use for this style. I talked in my try-on about how it's an awkward level of formality because the dress itself, I consider black to be a relatively formal color. I know it's versatile, but for me, it's formal, and the style of dress is formal, but the high slit that shows a lot of leg kind of limits where I would feel comfortable wearing this. So it needs to go to somebody else. This linen top with the open back, it's beautiful, but I've actually never ever worn this. And I think somebody else could get a lot more wear out of it. It's beautifully designed. It flares out a little bit at the back here. It has this beautiful tie. And I guess I'm just not that confident with a backless moment, especially not for things like going to work or, you know, seeing people that I work with. So it really limits where I would wear this, and somebody else, again, could get a lot more use out of it. This is a pair of pants that you all actually helped me declutter in the comments of my first decluttering video because, as some people rightfully stated, the slimmer silhouette is not as flattering on me as the wider leg, and I actually prefer the feeling of the wider leg as well. And these pants on me can bunch up a little bit at the knees, and they just don't fall very nicely. I don't know if it's because I'm taller than they are designed for. They're the brand Fendi, so like designer. I got them, I think, on ThredUp, and I mean, they're made in Italy. They say on the tag they're 100% silk. They're very lightweight. They're good quality. They're just not for me. So thank you all for commenting on that video and helping me make the decision to let these go to someone else. I've got one swimsuit. I talked about this in that first decluttering video. It just doesn't fit me that well. It's almost new. I only wore it one time. It's been washed. It's in good condition. This concert black top with the asymmetrical neck and the 3/4 sleeves, I just don't really like this anymore. I don't like how it looks on me. I don't like the drape. It kind of feels a little older than I want to dress, ironically as I get older, but I think it's just time to let this one go. Likewise, this black top was a mistake. I ordered it in a small and they sent me an extra small, and I did not take it up with the brand at the time because I thought, oh, I'll just make it work. I don't want to do the returns process. But it is, alas, just tighter than I want it to be. And also the neckline is not exactly perfect for me either. So it's not, I probably would declutter it even if it were in my correct size. It's got this beautiful square neckline, but I just find on my body type, it's not as flattering as I thought it would be. It doesn't look exactly how I like, and I have other options that I like more. So this is from Marcella. It's a beautiful top, and somebody else can get a lot more wear out of it than me. Next is this lounge set. It's just from Amazon, but it was one of those things that was going viral at one point, or like one of Amazon's choices or something. It's just a matching lightweight sweater and shorts in lavender. Again, one of my favorite wardrobe colors. I've not worn this one very much. It's in very, very good condition. And again, somebody can get more use out of it than me. I don't need to be buying more loungewear either, is something that I've learned, especially not loungewear that could be used for athletic wear, because I find that the purpose of these clothes, loungewear, athletic wear, is interchangeable enough that I would prefer to wear the same clothes for each category. And if I'm going to go out and do errands and stuff, I don't mind putting on real clothes. But as far as homeware, I don't think I need any specific clothing for that category. I certainly don't need to buy any more clothes in any category for a long time. But as far as just things I've learned from this declutter, specific loungewear is no longer a category that I'm interested in. Now we have two pairs of jeans. They're both mid-wash, as you can see. These are those Levi's relaxed jeans, and these are the mom jeans from the brand Stradivarius. I believe they're sold at ASOS. And I have both of these same models in a lighter wash, and I wear those and I don't wear these. I really probably didn't even need to buy the duplicates, but what happened is that I loved the first pairs of each of these that I bought so much, the light wash pairs, that I thought, oh, if I had another pair, I would be able to wear the same pair more. I'd be able to wear it twice as often, right? Because I have two different colors of the same pair of jeans. This was flawed thinking, because what happened is I just stuck with my favorites, right? The originals, the light wash, and these were just items that became things that I felt like I should wear because I have them and didn't want to wear. I wasn't excited to wear them. So that was a mistake. And I think when you're buying duplicates of anything, you have to think very, very, very carefully, because it's such an easy trap to fall into. If you have one thing that you know you love so much and you feel like it's perfect for you and it suits your style and it ticks all the boxes, it's so tempting to buy another one, especially if you're thrifting. I got these ones. I got both of the Levi's that I have, the light wash and these thrifted secondhand. They're actually men's jeans. And I just fell into the trap of duplicates. I thought I would wear them twice as much and like what I was wearing all the time because of repurchasing something I knew I already loved, and it just didn't work. So I won't be buying duplicates anymore. All right, this is a pair of fleece-lined leggings. I don't think I showed this in my wardrobe declutter because they were kind of in the socks and hosiery drawer. They've always been a little too short for me, so I have fleece-lined tights that have the foot on them. These are leggings, so they're footless, and the ones with the feet aren't too short and they don't ride up like these do. This shirt is another lesson in buying duplicates. This one has the tags still on, and it's actually identical to a shirt I own. You might have seen it in my wardrobe try-on, although things were flashing by pretty fast, so you might not remember just a plain blue t-shirt. But I have this identical shirt that I took the tags off and that I do wear, but why do I need two? How long is it going to take me to wear out that t-shirt? I don't even know, because I don't know that I've ever worn out a t-shirt beyond the point of repair. And this is actually one of my more homeware oriented t-shirts anyway. It's more casual. So it's not a requirement for it to look pristine all the time. And by the time I wear out the one that I have, am I even gonna like this enough to go through a whole second t-shirt? So no to duplicates, okay? No more duplicates. Now we come to the printfresh pajamas. Those of you who have been on my channel for a while know that I'm a big fan of the creator Hannah Louise Poston, and she is a big fan of these printfresh pajamas. So boy, did I fall into the influencer trap. She wasn't directly necessarily trying to influence people to buy these pajamas, but when somebody that you admire talks about something that they like, it is kind of hard to not fall into the trap of, oh, I want to try that too, because I feel some commonalities with her. She's a writer, so kind of an artist, and she was also doing a no-buy year and preaches conscious consumerism. And maybe that was even more tricky with falling into the trap, because if she values conscious consumerism but also buys these pajamas, maybe I can buy these pajamas and still be a conscious consumer too. You know, the trap feeds itself. And I just didn't evaluate well enough whether these pajamas were the right fit for me before I bought too many of them. So those of you who saw the first closet declutter will know this is not my entire collection of printfresh pajamas. I ended up keeping one long pair. This is a pair of long pants and a top with long sleeves. And I kept one short pair, and this is my other short pair with shorts and short sleeves. I just found that this leopard print, which is the brand's iconic print, incidentally, was not my favorite, and these colors are not my favorite. And I might end up getting rid of more of my printfresh pajamas because the cotton poplin is not my preferred sleepwear material. I have now like a tencel blend, a couple pairs of pajamas from the brand Jerf Avenue, another favorite of mine. But I highly prefer those to sleep in. They're just more comfortable, more flowy. And these are just a little bit too crisp, and they're very, very nice. Again, not knocking anybody who prefers to sleep in this cotton material. Obviously, it works for Hannah Louise Poston and many others. And they're very expensive pajamas, if I'm honest. Obviously, their prints are fun and iconic, but I shouldn't have bought so many of them. And I should have given myself more time to evaluate the ones that I had before having multiples. Again, I guess you could consider this a duplicate purchase. And here I am now having to get rid of some of them because I overbought and was influenced to buy these in the first place. These next 3 items you've already seen from my spring capsule, and I've already kind of talked about why I'm letting go of them. Leather vest just doesn't fit right. It's thrifted. It says genuine leather made in Uruguay, but it's too short on me and it's a little more fitted than I would prefer to wear. It just doesn't work seamlessly with my style. The Aritzia Melina pants, just saw these on too many TikToks or too many YouTube trends. So many other fashion creators were saying, you need a pair of leather pants. Everybody needs this. Nobody needs leather pants, faux leather pants. If they're not comfortable for you, if they're not seamlessly integratable into your style, you don't need leather pants. If you do need a pair of leather pants, the Aritzia Melinas in a size 8 long, head over to Mercari and search for them, and these ones will be listed eventually. I've actually purchased faux leather pants twice now and decluttered them twice. This is the second time because I guess just something about them is not 100% for me. So Alexa, learn from your mistake. No more faux leather pants. Probably no more leather pants either. And then this long denim maxi. Again, another trend-led purchase. I wanted to try it out. Didn't even take the tags off of this one because I never wore it out of the house. I just couldn't get over the vibes without the slit in the front. It kind of reads a little conservative and not as fun. And the way that I could see it styled in my mind and being fun is maybe like with my white tube top, like a tight form-fitting tank or tube top, and like maybe a little jacket and a little purse and sunglasses, very Y2K. And I just don't dress like that. I certainly can't wear that to work and be, feel good about myself. But this was a case of seeing the trend so many times and then eventually falling into the trap when this particular one went on sale. So it was the trap of being exposed to trends, trap of buying something on sale and thinking it was a good deal, and then being influenced in general, I guess. Wanting to try the thing, even though the long denim maxi is actually a trend that I did not like when I first saw it. I was one of those people that was like, ooh, love it or hate it. I'm on the side of hate it. It's not for me. Obviously, I don't hate it for other people. I'm not like that. You do you, but not for me. And I fell into it anyway, just through seeing it so many times. I was influenced. So don't do that again, Alexa. No matter how many times you see something, if you did not like it the first time, it's probably not going to work for you. And if it's on sale, you didn't save money. You still spent what you spent to buy the item. So I believe that is everything that I'm decluttering from my recent closet pass-through. I don't think it was that many items. In fact, let me actually count them so I have that data for you. Please hold. Okay, so that was 25 items. I counted the pairs of things as one, the sets of things. I didn't count like the kids' clothes. 25 things that I am letting go of. I guess that's not actually a bad number at all. It's kind of more than I thought it would be. It's not that great of a percentage of the clothes and items of that nature that I own, shoes, bags, accessories. I think according to my wardrobe app, I have probably around 250 to 270 items total in my wardrobe. Now, I have a stash of items from the beginning of the year until today. So I'm going to try to rapid fire through those as well so you can get this picture of the complete summer declutter of items that are leaving, hopefully going to be leaving my house in the next couple of months. Okay, so we have this jacket. It's just a zip-up hoodie. I think it's the brand Banana Republic, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just casual. It's got some nice, like, ribbon laces, but I just never wear this. It just doesn't have a place in my wardrobe. This Beatles t-shirt. I might actually hang on to stuff like this for my own kids because they'll eventually grow into this size, and I just don't know if anybody's going to specifically want this t-shirt, but it just isn't the right color on me, I feel. Like, it's not super flattering, and somebody else who's a Beatles fan might like it more. I'm not a Beatles fan, but I'm not like a raging Beatles fan either, so this is just promotional bag. I'm not actually sure how to responsibly declutter this. I might throw this in with the textiles that are kind of too stained. I've heard of the brand Trashie, and that they take in textile waste and find a place for it. So I don't know, maybe that's an outlet for this, or maybe again I'll just hang it on for the kids to use for something that they might lose it. This is another Abercrombie t-shirt. This one's striped, but again the coloring to me just felt off when I wore it. I thought I loved the silhouette so much that I got this, as well as those blue ones that I just showed you. So again, a kind of duplicate issue. Don't need it. Somebody else can get more use. Now, if you've been on my channel for a while and seen my very cringy shorts, this COS merino sweater was a point of contention for a long time. Well, relatively long time. And oh my goodness, I've just discovered that it has a hole in it. I don't know how that happened. Although it still has the tags on it because I wore it out with tags because I was so unsure about it. This might actually be destined for recycling already because that's actually a very big hole. I might try to mend that, but this is otherwise one of those sheer merino tops. Look, it's not that durable, as you can see from the fact that it has a hole in it, despite me only wearing it once out and once in a video. It had thumb holes. This actually was another Hannah Louise Poston favorite. She was raving about these sheer crew neck COS shirts. And so I just had to try one, and this one came up on sale for $20 over the Christmas period, I think, last year. And I wanted to try it. These pants were brought by my mom. They're like, I think they tie, so they're very loose, very flowy. These might have been my style in like high school, and I think a friend gave them to my mom and she thought that I would like them, but I have since moved on from this kind of style, so they will be leaving. I made a short about this Heavy Manners sweat set and how in total it cost like $300 because each piece is $150, and how this is one of my stupidest purchases. And I was influenced by the YouTuber or TikToker, Instagram or whatever, Emily Mariko, when she bought like $3,000 worth of these sweatpants when the 2020 events were unfolding. And I was just so influenced because she went on and on about how high quality they were, how thick the material is. They are thick, but they're also not soft in my opinion. And the black has gotten a little bit washed out. I haven't actually worn these that much, but the color, at least to my eye, has faded. And that's not necessarily a problem. I still think someone could get a lot of wear out of this, and I will say that the cut, the shape, is quite flattering for a sweat set, which is why I think people like them in the first place. But I think it's definitely like an it girl influencer brand, and I just fell for it when I didn't need to, and I prefer my cheaper sweatpants, sweatshirt options a lot more. And I also prefer the ones that I have that have the graphics that I connect with on them. So again, you'll have seen my WC with the Great Wave on it and the Abercrombie Buffalo one that I bought during my no-buy year. And then I have a blue Adidas set that was less than half the price of this one. So influenced, hashtag influenced, never again. Extremely stupid. Now I have two pairs of sandals that are kind of in this rubbery material. This one is Birkenstocks, this one is Tevas or Tevas. This was another small wardrobe influence. Let me know if you know what channel I'm talking about. She's from Australia, it's Patricia. She bought a yellow pair of these and did a dedicated video on like how obsessed she was with these and what they added to her outfits, and I fell for it. I just went out and bought the lavender pair, went online, and tried to wear them, tried to make them work, but they just don't work. I'm not a fan. And the thing is, I have a pair of Crocs, just white Crocs, and why do I need more than one pair of rubber sandal-y shoes? Crocs are gonna be the ones, just because everybody in my family has Crocs at the moment. I just think they're, for an ugly shoe, the least offensive because everybody knows they're ugly and offensive, if that makes sense. So they're not trying to be stylish or anything, and I know they just went through a period of being kind of trendy in high school, in the high school demographic, but they're not trying to be anything they're not. Whereas these, I feel like, are kind of like, you aren't wearing these ironically, and Crocs you can wear ironically. So anyway, was influenced to buy these, not a fan, and there's nothing wrong with them. I just don't need more than one pair of rubbery shoe. And then these I got off of Mercari because I fell into the Diderot effect trap of having a hot pink tube top, which was in my wardrobe try-on, and feeling like I wanted some shoes to match. And I still, to this year. I had the Vivea slides on my wish list. You'll have seen those in the first months if you've seen those videos of things I wanted to buy but didn't. And again, hot pink shoes. I wanted them to match that COS hot pink shirt, and then my tube top, and then I have a pair eyewear glasses that have the frames. I have pink frames. I've actually never felt right when I've worn the pink frames. I think they need to go as well, but they're not a clothing item, so they're not in this video. Diderot effect, I got some pink stuff, wanted some more pink stuff. I don't actually think hot pink is a core color for my wardrobe. I love the tube top. I just love how they feel to wear, how easy they are, how comfortable they are. So none of those are going anywhere right now, but I don't need shoes that match. All right, we have the Wilfred Tiny Top. I saw this on another channel, I believe. She used to be Style Apotheca, and now she goes by her name, Christina Mijas. I've always loved her content, but I might be about to step away, and it's nothing against her or her work. It's actually, she's been getting better and better at creating videos and editing. But I find myself influenced by the things she buys, the things she wears. So I'm not actually sure that I'll be continuing to subscribe to her channel. She's been sponsored by brands like Songmont and Athletic Greens or whatever, and I just get more and more annoyed by seeing those ads on so many of her videos. And again, no shade to her as a person. This goes for so many creators. I hate putting up specific names for judgment, so I'm not judging. This is a me problem, right? I am getting more sensitive to ads, to influencer sponsorships, to people who disrupt what they're saying to talk about a product that I'm not interested in, but I'm aware that if I see the product so many times, I might fall into the trap of buying it because clearly it's worked before. So this year I've been evaluating channels that I used to love on YouTube as well. But anyway, I was influenced to buy this. It was not a good fit for me. This is another printfresh sleep shirt. I think I already covered it with talking about the pajamas. Just not the right fit for me, and didn't need to buy so many. Now we get into some sweaters that I was evaluating over the winter season. This one is the Everlane Alpaca Crew. I've had this before and decluttered it before, and I bought it again thinking, oh, if I got a different color, maybe I would like it. I just don't think this is the right color for me either. And while I do have a shirt in this color, I'm not getting rid of the shirt. I don't love how it looks on me as far as the saturation maybe. I think it's too mid-toned for me. And there's just something about the shape as well. It feels very classic and, dare I say, basic. So I got this twice, decluttered it twice. Don't buy it again. Alexa, don't buy it again. This is another duplicate. I was hemming and hawing about keeping both of these sweaters when I initially ordered them, and I just should not have kept two. I did wear this a lot because it is a lovely, lovely piece. It's from Sezane. It's one of the Mickey sweaters. I'm actually in danger of deciding to keep it as I'm holding it now because it's so soft. It's actually softer than the blue one that I'm keeping, but the color is not my vibe. It's so warm that I just kind of feel off when I wear it, and I think it's a little shorter than I would like a sweater to be as well. So it's lovely, it's soft, it's initially an expensive piece, but I think it's just gotta go. Would you believe another pair of Aritzia Molina pants? Now the thing with these ones is that I purchased these in a size, two sizes actually, too large, because I really wanted to try them, to try the style, try the trending viral product. And these ones were on sale for about $40 or maybe $45 on sale. And this was the last color left and the last size left, and I just stupidly bought them to try it. And I thought I would use one of those buttons that you punch in to make them smaller. So you can see the original button here and then my button to make them smaller so that they fit. And it actually kind of worked, but I didn't like the color of these pants, hence thinking I should try the black ones when those ones eventually went on sale. But it turns out it was more than just the color. I just don't like the faux leather pant. But, I mean, how dumb can you be to buy the same pants in multiple colors and multiple sizes thinking that eventually they'll work for you when it's just not meant to be? And then this is the last item, and despite having been decluttered over the winter, it's a summer top, and it's by the brand Sezane, and it is in a cobalt blue. The thing is, this is a warm cobalt blue, at least it feels like it to me. And the style of the top is extremely feminine. It's ruffly, it's eyelet materials like the broderie style, and it's objectively extremely beautiful. But it's just not me. It's a little bit too feminine, And again, the color, at least compared to the other cobalt blue in my wardrobe, is like a warm toned blue. And I like the cool toned, crisper cobalts. So when I hold this up next to my pants that I have, it like really doesn't match. I can't wear that as a set. And also stylistically with the ruffles and things, it doesn't really match the more streamlined pieces in my closet. So it's a little too fussy for me. So lesson learned there is that ruffles, lace, has to be something that I use very consciously in moderation. It's not something I need to buy anymore. I've actually decluttered a lot of my Sezane pieces because of this reason, because they're too feminine. They have statement ruffles, statement lace, things like that. Yeah, a lot of those pieces have already left my wardrobe. This one was just kind of hanging on because it's in the right color, or what I thought was the right color, but it just doesn't work. And that is the last thing you might see listed for resale this declutter session. So I had 25 pieces from my closet pass through, and I just added, okay, so 16 pieces added to the initial 25. I think I'm counting right there. What is that, like 41 pieces of total clothing that is getting decluttered in this summer session. I guess 41 pieces of clothing could be a complete wardrobe, so that's getting up into the significant numbers. It's gonna be a lot of work listing these. I'm not gonna be trying to make a lot of money back on any of these pieces, to be honest. So I'm just trying to get them passed on to somebody who will love them and use them. Doing this no buy year has been extremely helpful in stemming the flow of these kind of mistake purchases into my closet, into my life. And doing projects like the wardrobe try on and then this declutter and then going through all the individual pieces has been very helpful in teaching me the lessons that I need to go forward eventually when I'm not on a strict no buy, to stay the course and not buy things I don't need. In fact, I might keep myself on a mental no buy because I just don't need to be buying any more clothes. But I am happy to say I have not bought any more clothes since the little slip up that I had in April. And now my resolve to not buy any new clothes has strengthened 100 times as I now confront the undertaking of getting rid of all of these pieces. You live and you learn, and live to not buy another day. I think I've got to go now. Things are devolving. But thank you so much for watching. Hopefully my mistakes have taught you something too, or you can relate from your own experiences with your own buying mistakes, your own purchasing mistakes in the past, your own closets, your own collections of stuff. All right, bye for now. I will see you in the next one. It's just a zip-up hoodie. I think it's the brand I think it's the brand Banana Republic.